Question for you all. A good hiking boot and a space shuttle. What do they have in common? They both need a coating to fulfill their purposes. I would really like to explain this concept by using my personal spaceship. But you know, science is not finance. You cannot get rich with it. Therefore, the only plan I can afford is this. But before of that, I want to focus first on the boot. The question is, how can we make it waterproof? Like this. This thin layer prevents water from touching its surfaces, so to leave it dry. This is precisely the concept at the basis of coating technology. The formation of a thin film of a material on the surfaces of an object can modify the response of the entire system to its surrounding environment considerably. And it is this thin layer that we call a coating. Okay, but in reality, do we really apply this to our boot? Almost. Indeed, in some industries, they literally spray over it some particles of plastics that interact with the surfaces and stay there, thus forming a barrier. However, this barrier is effective just against water. If during your hiking you meet a river of magma, it may happen also in Switzerland, you never know. Do not expect to stay dry upon crossing it. Indeed, the high temperatures start to destabilize our protective particles that eventually flies away. In order to prevent this, we need to insert our protective particles not just at the very surface, but also deeper into the material, so to be more bound to it. And we can do that not by gently spraying, but actually by throwing them into our object violently, like throwing pebbles into the sand. This method is extremely efficient. Indeed, ceramical coatings created with this method can resist to temperatures as high as 2000 Celsius, and they are actually used in our expensive space shuttle to protect its metal when re-entering in the atmosphere from the heat, when re-entering in the atmosphere at very high velocity. Without this protection, the metal would melt, and this protection is also used in turbines. Maybe with tomorrow's development, we will be able to fly across the atmosphere and come back without the need of a spaceship to protect us from the heat. But as for today, let me simply unfold this presentation of mine and give you my explicit take-home message. What do we eventually learn from the coating? That sometimes a thin layer can make a huge difference. Thank you.